Go for beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean.
This is life. This is life now. We just relax with Phillies wins. They go in cruise control. We don't got to panic anymore. No more panicking. You just call the season. It's over. The Phillies are in the playoffs. Phillies win the number one wild card spot in the National League. Just go in cruise control for the final month plus of this season, baby. No, don't do that. Don't take it for granted. But you know what? Let's enjoy it while it lasts. What's going on, everybody? My name is Marc Farzetta. This is the Fightins Postgame show here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel, brought to you by Colony Pools and Power Washing. Let Colony Pools and Power Washing bring your home back to life for the summer of 2023. Give our sponsor a call for the entire baseball season at 302-762-2250. That's 302-762-2250. If you're tired of seeing the ugly green algae stains on your roof, on your siding or on your deck, and you live in Delco, Chester County, or the state of Delaware, let Colony pressure wash your house and take the pressure off you. The Phillies took the pressure off Zack Wheeler tonight. Not that the man looked like he was under any sort of pressure. Now, the offense was incredible, 12 runs. But just on the other side of that, and I want to celebrate this man because it is something that we need to see for the foreseeable future and into the playoffs. Of course, that includes into the playoffs. Zack Wheeler was humming tonight, man. He was humming tonight. 97, 98 miles per hour with that fastball, curveball, breaking like crazy, pulling a string on it. Sinker was working well for him tonight. 10 strikeouts in 7 innings of work. And looking through the notes tonight, just the strikes at the side in the second inning, gets 2 strikeouts in the first inning. A little bit of trouble there in the third inning, unfortunately, but still recorded a strikeout in that inning, another strikeout in the fourth. He got 2 more in the ninth. In the fifth, 9 Ks in the 5th inning, and then, of course, got his final punch out there in the 7th inning when he struck out Gorman. He was spectacular tonight. Seeing him go 7 innings in this game, and then he went 6 scoreless in his previous start against Washington, and that was, of course, after 1 inning of allowing 4 runs in the first inning, but after that, it was 6 scoreless. So you're looking at 13 innings now with Zack Wheeler, where he's only allowed 1 run. So I'll take it for what that's worth. And they certainly wanted to see not only a good performance tonight, because looking at the Cardinals, yes, through the season, they've had a decent offense, a pretty good offense, top 10 offense. But when it comes to pitching, they get tattooed. Their pitching gets tattooed. So they go into tonight's game. Zack Wheeler goes into tonight's game, and he wants to be able to handle that offense. Unfortunately, he gave up that home run there in the third inning to Baker. A good pitch, caught a little too much of the inside corner of the plate, I guess, but I thought it was a good pitch. He went down and he got it. That sinker that he just had take off down and in, he brought it down the left field line, and that was that. Anyway, put it in the left field stands, I should say. But watching Zack Wheeler tonight, other than that one pitch, even that one pitch was fine. I mean, I know the MO will be, he just made one mistake. Well, I guess it was still a decent pitch. But bottom line, I was just amazed by what I saw from Zack Wheeler tonight. Every pitch working for him in his arsenal tonight, and he kept the Cardinals batters off balance throughout the night. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was that home run. Yes, it was earned. And other than that, the man was just on top of his game tonight. That's the guy. Now, Aaron Nola's going to get the start tomorrow. We were talking about this last night, and I forget who it was in the chat. It might have been Farzy can't get bench the bar in the chat, but it might have been you that said, this team is a little worried. They need Zack Wheeler and Aaron Nola to turn it on. Well, Aaron Nola has 1 great start under his belt in his last start, so that's good. Zack Wheeler, of course, has this dominant start under his belt, so that is fantastic. Jonathan said, I did it again. Christopher Sanchez helped you out tremendously last night with another solid quality start for him. So this pitching staff, if they really start to take form, and Aaron Nola will really let us know a lot tomorrow at 1:35 when he takes to the hill against the Cardinals when they go for the sweep of this series, we'll know what we got in Aaron Nola. Well, I'll put it this way. We'll have a lot better feeling about what we have, or a horrible feeling, continue to have a bad feeling about what we have in Aaron Nola for the foreseeable future there. So I love the idea that you're getting these two pitchers again back to back in this series to finish things off and hopefully put those Cardinals down with the broom tomorrow. Sweep up this series. Would absolutely love to see it. Now, Zach Wheeler, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. And you know what? Before I go any further with that, speaking of kissing, did anybody happen to see Bryce Harper and Garrett Stubbs before the game? They did a little duebachi, a little two kisses, okay? You know what I'm saying? So Garrett Stubbs goes up to Bryce Harper in the dugout, and Harper turns around and he sees Stubbs like, oh, he knows what's supposed to happen here. I guess some players have a handshake. I guess these two do the two kisses on both cheeks like they're in Europe or something, right? And they did the two kisses. I was like, I've never seen that before. It's like the Eagles talking about how great chemistry is over there and how much they love each other, and the Phillies are like, hold my beer. But anyway, good for them. So that happens. And then the Zach Wheeler goes out and dominates. And then this offense just came to life in that third inning. So Phillies go down 1-0 in the third inning when they get the home run by Baker in the top half of the third inning. Go into the bottom of that third inning, and this is what the Phillies have done so well. They have trailed in so many games this season. They have trailed and had to come back. Now, they haven't been heroic, like all bottom of the ninth walk-off type victories, but they've been there. But they're trailing in this game 1-0. They go into the third inning. Brandon Marsh leads off with a single to left field. Jake Cave works a walk. Kyle Schwarber works a walk. You now got the bases loaded. Nobody out. Trey Turner, one of the heroes of August, steps up to the plate and grounds into a double play, but a run scores. So you got a tie ball game. Then after Trey Turner, Bryce Harper grabs a bat and gets the RBI single to right field. Now you got a 2-1 lead, and then Nick Castellanos steps up and flies out to left field. It was exactly what you wanted to see. You went down to the game and immediately came right back up, and all of a sudden, not only did you tie the game at 1, but you went up 2-1 after that. So then you go into the fourth inning. You're able to put them down 1-2-3. Great inning there by Zach Wheeler. And then Stott leads off the top of the fourth inning. The bottom of the fourth inning with a solo home run to right field. Absolutely got all of that pitch. Then Alec Boehm struck out. JT Realmuto lined out to left field. Great catch there in left field by O'Neill, I think it was. And Marsh grounded out to third. But you're up 3-1 at that point at the close of the fourth inning. Then you go into the fifth inning. Nothing doing there in the top of the fifth inning as he got Zach Wheeler got 2 strikeouts in that inning. Like I said earlier, 9 strikeouts by the time you closed out the top of the fifth inning. Going to the bottom of the fifth, and it was Trey Turner's time to shine. He then got a double in that at bat, and Bryce Harper stepped up with another RBI. This one an RBI single with a put out at second because he tried to, of course, go for a little bit more, and he was thrown out at second base. But now it's a 4-1 lead. Going to the sixth inning, the Phillies would add another one. Nick Castellanos stepped up, led things off with a double, and then he was able, just missing that home run. I don't know if he was admiring it too much or what the deal was. I have learned this. I would grade Nick Castellanos' speed, okay? I don't even know if I'm not even going to call it speed. I'm going to say I would grade his running ability where it's like, I think it's some like speedsters. Well, let's just look at this team. Like Trey Turner. Okay, that's a Trey Turner overdrive. Okay. That's Jimmy Rollins, of course, in years past did a lot of speed there. That was good, some good speed. I would put Nick Castellanos around a Pat Burrell level of speed. That's where I would put Nick Castellanos. I would like to invent a time machine just for the sole reason of having Nick Castellanos. I'd bring Pat Burrell from yesteryear, from 2008. I'd have him race Nick Castellanos. I'd be like, have at it, boys. Let me see who could win here. Because I'm not so sure Nick Castellanos would win that. I'm not sure about it. But he's very slow is my point. But either way, he puts that double off the right field wall, the top of the right field wall. He gets to second base. Could have been a triple as it ricocheted off the wall and started rolling towards the infield. Then the center fielder comes over, and he's the one that ends up picking it up, but it was a crazy play. So Nick Castellanos is on second base. Nonetheless, he's on second base. I tell you all that just to tell you this. He's on second base. Bryson Stott steps up there. He gets the grounds out to second. Boehm goes up there. He gets a sac fly RBI. Castellanos was able to take third. Little small ball on the ground out by Bryson Stott, and then he scored. Castellanos scored on the RBI sac fly by Alec Boehm. Now all of a sudden, boom! It's 5-1. JT Realmuto worked a walk. Brandon Marsh got out of that inning by grounding out to shortstop. Going to the seventh inning, another strikeout there for our boy Zach Wheeler. Going to the bottom of the seventh inning, this was a thing of beauty. Kyle Schwarber, a one-out double. Trey Turner, an RBI single. Just fought it off. Inside pitch, he fought it off the hand, so to speak, for a little bloop into left center field, shallow left center field, enough for Kyle Schwarber to score from second on that. Next thing you know, it's 6-1. Then Bryce Harper, give me another one, baby. He gets a double. Absolutely fantastic. And then it's just all bets are off. Nick Castellanos steps to the plate and slams his 22nd home run of the season, a 3-run home run to deep left field. Phillies are up 9-1. Then somehow they get another couple of base runners there, and Brandon Marsh is the man that steps up for another 3-run home run in that 7th inning. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 12-1 ball game. 2 3-run home runs in that 7th inning. Then they put in the backups. Yohan Rojas goes out there, Randolfo Castro. I've told you guys before. Now, this isn't fair. I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge it's not fair, but I'm also going to acknowledge that this is me just being real. I don't like Randolfo Castro. I don't like him one bit. I don't even like him a little bit. I don't like Randolfo. You know what? The Phillies won 12-1. The Phillies won 12-1. I do not like Randolfo Castro. Tagging a runner with the glove you just took the ball out of on a double play ball. To all the young kids at home, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bad. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. But Randolfo Castro makes a play on a ball, has a double play ball to help out his pitcher. And what does he do? He not only tries to tag the runner, but he tags the runner with the glove without the ball in it and then fires late to first base. Here's just what you do next time. Ready? Here, I'm going to demonstrate, okay? Yeah, little shovel to shortstop. Little 4-6-3 double play. Oh, next thing you know, you got 2 outs and nobody on. Oh, this is amazing. It's so easy. But this fella gets the ground ball, doesn't shuffle it to shortstop there for the out, possibly a double play. He decides to take it upon himself, makes the wrong tag, and then a late throw to first. Both runners are safe because, as you know, when you're reviewing the double play, you got to review everything. So they then realized that everybody was safe. So now you got first and second with nobody out. Now, look, it's 12-1. Okay. That doesn't mean I feel good about it. That was just dumb. That made me feel awful. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Get out of it. Because, you know, as a fatalist, and I tend to be a fatalist, even in my lifetime now, I've seen a World Series win, and I've seen a Super Bowl. But still, more often than not, fatalist. You then have an inning there where you're just looking at Randolfo Castro. Really, bro? Really, bro? Really, bro? I don't like Randolfo Castro. Anyway, so the Phillies are able to close it out after that for the 12-1 win. Phillies set an all-time franchise record for home runs in a month, which is incredible. When you think about Greg Lazinski and Mike Schmidt and that lineup, and you think about Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, you think about that, Pat Burrell, you think about that lineup. What is it, 48 home runs now? Most home runs in a month ever for a Phillies team that's been around since 1883. That's pretty incredible. They set that franchise record. Trey Turner, another multi-hit game. Nick Castellanos, another multi-hit game. You have Bryce Harper going 3 for 4 on the night with 2 RBIs. That's pretty nice. And Kyle Schwarber, 2 walks and the double. So he's 1 for 5. His on-base percentage now is at .336. That's with that 188 batting average. A .336 on-base percentage for Kyle Schwarber. I still would love to see him not bat leadoff, but they keep winning games, so no complaints. There's no complaints here. I'm not complaining about anything except one thing I will complain about. You ready for it? Randolfo Castro. That's the end of it. Okay. There is one thing before I go any further, before I get to our chat and talk to you wonderful people. 2 things, actually. First and foremost, let's just talk about what matters most. Phillies are 3.5 game. They're 3.5 games into the wild card. They lead the top spot. The Diamondbacks are at half game into the second spot there. Phillies are 3 games up on them. Cubs are even. They are at the third and final wild card right now. And as I last looked at this thing called the scoreboard, the Giants lost to the Braves 7-3. Let me make sure I have the right day before I go all bananas on you here. Cubs are up 10-6 right now on the Pirates in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Diamondbacks are up 4-1 in the top of the 8th inning right now on the Cincinnati Reds. The Braves did beat the Giants 7-3, so the Giants have already fallen further behind the Phillies in the wild card standings right now. They're a game and a half out. Oh, man. Phillies took their soul. And that's where they're at right now. Holy Stromboli. Yeah, the Marlins are 3 games out. Look at that. Look at that. Marlins lost to the Nationals 3-2. Nationals are playing some great baseball all of a sudden. Look at that. You're welcome. Nationals have won 8 of their last 10. They've won 3 in a row. The Diamondbacks have won 6 in a row going into today. And as I mentioned, they're up 4-1 going into the top of the 8th inning right now in Arizona against the Reds. So that's where we're at. But before I get to the chat, Phillies won 12-1. Phillies had a 6-run 7th inning. Okay, are we following the balance? 7-run 7th inning. Excuse me. Okay, 7-run 7th inning. So, hey, what does Fox decide to do? Hey, Philadelphia, do you feel great? How about we make you feel just terrible? Alex, do we have this? Do we have this thing here? Thank you. Right on cue. Good God, what is this? John Smoltz wearing a Fanatic hat? Let me tell you something, Fox. This right here, you know what I call that? Blasphemy. Okay? Now, people last year, when they talked about John Smoltz in that Phillies-Braves series, right, in the playoffs, what did John Smoltz say? John Smoltz, the Phillies win it. This is supposed to be the most surprising thing. Whatever the hell the terminology he used, Phillies supposed to be the surprising thing for the Phillies to actually win games. People took that as a slight. I didn't really take it as a slight. But whatever. John Smoltz wearing Fanatic gear. I don't need that. No. Just no. If there are any fans of the show Family Guy, I just thought of the Peter Griffin. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's what I felt like in watching that. How dare you, sir? How dare you? After the decades of misery, you help give my Philadelphia Phillies and he dons a Fanatic hat? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I will fight you. I will fight you. I'll most likely lose because, according to some people, I can't bench the bar. But I will fight you, John Smoltz. Wearing Fanatic apparel. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Let's see what you wonderful people are up to in the chat. Hopefully you guys are feeling as good as I am when it comes to the Phillies. Just handling the business against that St. Louis Cardinals team. Go for the sweep tomorrow. Farzy can't get tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about, Farzy. Let's go! Very nice. Tyler Bolt. Tyler, I do look forward, Tyler, I'm going to tell you this right now. I do look forward to you telling me the record in the chat. It is a thing of, it's a beautiful thing, okay? 71-58. Let's bleep and go. 12 runs. This is what a wild card playoff team needs to look like. Wheeler, 7 innings, 10 strikeouts in the offense, padding the lead. Especially in Bo 3. What? I don't know what just happened there. Efficient Wheeler 2. Oh, yeah, only 83 pitches. Or excuse me, only 80 pitches tonight for Zach Wheeler. I'll take that. I'll take that. Here's the thing with Wheeler and the 80 pitches. I'm watching it, and I'm going, could he get a complete game? Were they going to let him get a complete game? And then literally he gave up. Who was it? O'Neill. Yeah, in the 8th inning. O'Neill leads out the 8th inning with a single, and it was like, okay, get him out. And I'm like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's 80 pitches. You always want to see the complete game. Now it's like a bad thing to get a complete game. So hey, you know, let's quit while we're ahead. He's doing fine and dandy. All the numbers are there. The velocity's up. Everything's looking spectacular. So let's leave it right there. Let's leave it right there. And what did they do? They left it right there. So I'm not going to hate on that. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. As far as Wheeler's velocity goes, Corey Simon, NBC Sports Philadelphia, put out this tweet. The Phillies were encouraged by Zach Wheeler, showing some of the best velocity of the season Sunday in Williamsport against the Washington Nationals, 97, 98 miles per hour. Tonight, fastball was up even a tad more, averaging 97 miles per hour. You absolutely love to see that. I'll tell you that much. You love to see that. So, yeah, 80 pitches, quit while you're ahead, feeling good. It's a win. Wins in the bag. No problem. All good. But Mr. Taz, what's going on? And that's a sweep, ladies and lassies. Wait a minute, hold on. You hold on a minute. Tomorrow would be a sweep. This isn't a 2-game series. They got a 1:35 start time against the Cardinals tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that one. You don't want to miss that one. Let me just check this other thing here. Yes, the Nationals won against the Marlins. There was one more game I wanted to just check on real quick. So the Cubs. The Cubs are now in the bottom of the 9th inning in Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh's got something brewing. They got 2 on with 2 outs. Yeah, forget about it. That was happening there. So that's where we're at there. That's all funsies. That is all funsies. Yeah, they go for the sweep of the Cardinals tomorrow, 1:35 start time. So we'll obviously be on with you guys again after that. Mr. Taz, 2 3-run homers in a single inning shows exactly why the offense is on top of its game. It is the best offense in the league. I hope so. Crazy. What's up, Crazy? Randolfo Castro. Yikes. Every single play he made was a mistake or almost one. That's the last double play he almost missed. I saw that too, where he dropped the ball. And I went, okay. Don't need him out there. You know what's funny? Remember when Topper, in like the middle of the season, when they went on that road trip and everything was terrible on the road, they were like 10 games under 500 on the road, whatever the hell they were, and they went in to face the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they started out with 3 non-regulars in the lineup, and one of the guys was Josh Harrison. Well, I got to let him play. I got to get these guys out there and play. Remember Rob Thompson would say that? Remember that? He was just like, all right, guys, we need to play him. Okay? I don't really see him having to play Randolfo Castro. I don't. And you know what? Being up 12-1, maybe that's when you play Randolfo Castro. 2 things I don't mind seeing when you're up, 11 runs. 2 things I don't mind seeing. Ready? Randolfo Castro playing baseball, and the other, the wave. Remember like 2 weeks ago when the Eagles had a preseason game, and Tyree Cleveland was on the ground, and people were doing the wave while he was getting medical attention. Okay, not exactly a great look, right? Okay, not a great look, not a bad look. I'll say that's a bad look, right? But I even said at the time, there's only one instance. There's only one time I want to see a wave. That is at a baseball game, and only a baseball game. That's the only time I think the wave should ever be done. And your team's up 10 runs. Well, you had that today. It was so good, in fact, that not only was the wave fully justified, Randolfo Castro actually played in a baseball game. It's the only time. It's like wanting to see a position player pitch. The only time I want to see a position player pitch is you're up 10 runs, and I get to see Garrett Stubbs throw like 2 eephus pitches and then, like a 77-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle of the plate. Strike 3. It's the only time. My Lord, we are kicking this team's ass. Sween Bull, we are. They did. Smoltz so painful, though. Guys doing a podcast, not even watching the game. Wait, what? Is that what he was saying? I couldn't really hear the TV tonight, unfortunately. So I didn't know what the hell he was saying, but I just saw that, and I went, no. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'll stop. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just selfish jokes. Okay. Sean Gillespie, what's going on? What's going on, Sean? Another stress-free victory. You damn right. Oh, no. Nola up next. Stubbs is an adorable little man. I agree. He is an adorable man. Big fan of Garrett Stubbs. 2 men kissing. Now, that isn't. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Says Sean Gillespie. If it keeps the chemistry up. Like the Eagles are over there fighting because they love each other. And the Phillies are like, we just love each other, man. We just love each other. Little Dewey Bocce. Will pitch well. I hope he believes so. I believe in Nola turning it around. I'm here. Nola turns it around tomorrow, baby. Again, he turns it around tomorrow. The boys decided to put on a show today. You're right, Jose Perez. Center field did get that ball quick, considering Sween Bull on the Castellanos play. You're right. They did. They absolutely did. Tyler Boljoff says Nola will pitch well. Farzy can't bench the bar. Grabbing Farzy a Randolfo Castro's jersey. Please don't. Please don't. Shake my head. Why play Castro? I don't know. You got to play him. Quick turnaround with an early game tomorrow. Might as well get the guys off their feet at that point. I concur. Tyler Bowles. Yep, 48 home runs. President Joe Biden is in our chat. President Joe Biden. If you haven't seen Dana Carvey's impersonation of Joe Biden, it is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's phenomenal. Jill loves the Phillies. Carolyn, what's up, Carolyn? Mark, what is the bobblehead behind you? The Great Hambino? Damn right, that's Hamilton Porter. I lost the bat in the move. I got to find the bat. The Great Bambino. That's the same guy? Ham Porter, baby. That is Ham Porter. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for noticing. Marlins suck. There you go, Tyler. God, I hate that man. Who do we hate now? Randolfo Castro still? Oh, John Smoltz. I hope you mean John Smoltz. Oh, he just babbles on. Yeah, I find it. Sean Kilrain, what's going on? Love the Phillies have their record most home runs in a single season with 47. And then I think they hit their 48th. If I'm not mistaken. Pots and pans. Where am I at? Yeah, March then hit the other home run for the 48th. What is going on? Stop moving. Smoltz wearing Fanatic hat is a violation. Damon Coffin. What's up, Damon? Oh, best of 3. Thank you, Farzy King. Bench the bar. I am a moron who repeated kindergarten. Oh, I nailed it with the Peter Griffin voice. Thank you. Jose, don't encourage. The regulars on the Farzy show know not to put the quarter. Don't encourage my wacky, stupid, awful impressions. Don't do it. Because the next thing you know, Christopher Walken shows up. It's all stupid. It's like basically anyone who was popular during 1990 Saturday Night Live, that's who I have in my head. Okay, anyway. Getting hot at the right time. You're damn right. I must seriously question my YouTube viewing choices. Another announcer, we got to get you one of those Fanatic hats. Yeah, right. If the Phillies win the World Series championship in 2023, Thompson deserves to be NL Manager of the Year. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a regular season award, unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, everyone in the chat. You guys are fantastic. Walken is a treasure. Sean Gillespie, don't you dare encourage me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, the Philadelphia Phillies will go for the sweep of the St. Louis Redbirds. That's tomorrow. On the hill for the Phillies will be a man that goes by the name of Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola, in total on the season, has a 4.49 ERA. He is 11-8 on the season. Not that records matter for starting pitchers, but that's what he is. He's a 30-year-old right-handed pitcher. I wish I could go over a very successful season for Aaron Nola, but we all know that's just not the case. In his last start against San Francisco Giants, he had one of his best starts of the season. 7 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits. He did give up 2 solo home runs, unfortunately, but it was a 10-4 Phillies victory. Before that, he allowed 4 runs in 5 innings against the Toronto Blue Jays. Before that, 5 innings, 1 run against the Washington Nationals. His good starts have been few and far between. He has not had this season back-to-back starts of 7 innings or more where he has looked like a shutdown pitcher. He's had back-to-back starts where he's gone 7 innings and 7 1/3 innings, but he's allowed 3 runs to score. He's had quality starts. For a guy like Aaron Nola, quality starts are not a brag. Eating innings, not a brag. But if he can turn it around and pitch the way we have seen him pitch in years past, then the Phillies are going to have a very successful playoff run. If Zach Wheeler can do the same thing and Aaron Nola can build on that, then we can have a lot of reason for optimism as the season winds down and the playoffs start up. Aaron Nola will have 6 days between starts. He's a much better pitcher when he's got 6 days of rest. So let's hope that remains to be the case for Aaron Nola. He'll get the start tomorrow night for the Phillies as they look to complete this sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals. On the hill for the Redbirds tomorrow will be Drew Rom. He is 0-1 on the season with a 14.73 ERA. 14.73 ERA. 23-year-old left-handed pitcher. Going to be trotted out there to make his second career start. In his first career start, he went just 3 2/3, allowing 8 runs. 6 of them were earned on 8 hits, including a home run, and he walked 4. So for the Phillies tomorrow and the red hot bats, stay hot tomorrow. Stay red hot tomorrow. I'll give one last glance at the finals from around the league and just see where we're at in the wild card standings before I let you wonderful people go. Diamondbacks up 4-2 on the Reds now going to the top of the eighth inning, top of the ninth inning, and Miss Guzzi. Giants lost. I already told you that. Nationals already gave you that. Blah, 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 bloobity, blah. And the Cubs did make it final, so it's 10-6. The Cubs won tonight. So that puts us right now on the wild card standings in the National League with your Philadelphia Phillies, of course, 3 games up on the rest of the pack. Cubs occupy the second wild card spot. Diamondbacks occupy the third wild card spot. Reds are a game and a half out. Giants 2 games out. Marlins 3.5 out. Padres 7.5. Nationals 7.5. New York Metropolitans 9.5. It's just fun. It's just fun to watch them be terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure, as always, to catch up with you guys after each and every Phillies game, so I do appreciate that. Sean Kilrain, Nola better not serve it up on a platter tomorrow, a platter of meatballs. Sir Sketchable, what's up, Sir Sketchable? I'm calling Harper Captain Insano now because he hits and runs the bases like a maniac, and that's Bryce Harper. Greg Benson had to pick the wife up at the airport. That's love. How'd we do? Oh, we won, baby. Oh, we won. Greg Benson, just in case you didn't see it, Alex, one more time, can we show John Smoltz? Because I just want people to know that this is a thing. This happened. So if you need some nightmare fuel, that's John Smoltz not only wearing a Fanatic cap, that's also John Smoltz being lower thirded as the Fanatic. I have never been more convinced in my life that national media hates us. Up 12-1. How do we ruin your night? We're going to dress up one of your worst enemies of all time, John Smoltz. Hogwash and poppycock, if you ask me. Appreciate everybody. Oh, Farzy can't bench the bar. Farzy, where were you for Game 5, the 2011 NLDS Halladay and Carpenter? Where was I? I don't remember where I was. I was probably working. I don't think I was at a bar like enjoying it. I was probably working. I was probably at WIP in the newsroom working as an update anchor and following that game and thinking that's probably exactly where I was. And Shane Victorino, I remember, got a hit in that game. One of the few, I think he had 2 hits in that game, if I'm mistaken. But yeah, Roy Halladay and Carpenter were on fire. They were incredible in that game. And then I remember really hating Carpenter. And then I remember maybe a month after the World Series, Roy Halladay posted a picture of him and Carpenter bass fishing together. And I remember thinking, I'm still heartbroken. How dare you? Anyway, shouldn't have let the Cardinals in the playoffs that year. That was 102 wins. I think that was the 102 win season. And I remember the Cardinals were red hot. I was like, don't beat the Braves. Don't go for the record. Don't go for the record. Do not go for the record. And they went for the record. And by them beating the Braves, the Cardinals got into the playoffs. The Phillies faced the Cardinals, and the Phillies lost to the Cardinals. I'll never forget that as long as I live. That was really, really rough. That was really, really rough. Now I'm going back to look at it. Schedule and results. Yeah, they lost to the Cardinals, blah, blah, blah. 102 win season, franchise record. They wrapped up the season in Atlanta, and they swept the Braves, and they got the record, and then that let the Cardinals into the playoffs, hottest team in baseball. And then we all know the rest of the way that went, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys are great. Alex Schmidt produced the program, did a wonderful job as per usual. Wasn't that the year they let him in by beating the Braves? Steven, yes, exactly. Justin, you were at that game. What a heartbreaker. Yeah. Still sticks with me. Still sticks with me. Steven, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Unbelievable. Everyone in the chat, thanks so much. Great catching up with you guys. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow after the 1:35 start time. Aaron Nola gets the ball for your beloved Philadelphia Phillies. Alex Smith, great hustle to you as per usual. This show is brought to you by the wonderful people of Colony Pools and Power Washing. If you're tired of seeing that ugly green algae on your roof, on your siding, or on your deck, and you live in Delco, Chester, or in the state of Delaware, let Colony pressure wash your house and take the pressure off you. My name is Marc Farzetta. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, early evening, late afternoon, after hopefully the Phillies bust out the brooms against the Cardinals. See you guys then. Bye.
Go passionately. Go fearlessly. Go confidently.
Go Birds!
Go confidently towards your goals with First Trust, Philly's hometown bank for nearly 90 years, and the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. We're focused on getting you over the goal line. So go with conviction. Go with trust.
Go Birds!
And go forward with us by your side. First Trust Bank, the official bank of Philadelphia dreams. Oh, and go Birds.
The greatest fans on earth. It's a bold statement, but would you expect anything less from Philadelphia? 58 years of heartache creates a toughness, a grit, a resolve not found in most. Sure, our prayers were answered, but now that we've had a taste, we're looking for more. Pondley Hockey, official partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Go to get your game on. Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the stakes and the stakes. Go to get your parlay on. Go to get your party on. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean. Visit theoceanac.com to plan your visit.
EAGLES, Eagles.